Welcome back to my channel. My name is Blair if you're new here, and today I'm going to share a few things from Amazon that I have recently purchased in the last year that I am really finding that I love. And I will do my best to link as many of them as I can below. There are some things that are just kind of a generic mention, so those will not have links. But let's get started with the kitchen. So the last thing that I recently purchased for my kitchen was under cabinet lighting, and these ones were really nice. They came with 6 of the lights, and then there was 2 remotes, and I wasn't sure how they were going to work in the kitchen, like whether there was a set remote for each light, but the remote actually works for any of them, and you just aim it at it so you can walk around and turn on just the ones you want. They also came with like self-adhesive, so you could stick them to the under cabinet, so installation was really easy. I originally bought them for filming like bake with me's, eat with me's, those kind of things that I wanted to be able to give a little more light to my kitchen. However, I'm finding that I'm actually using them more and more for a lot of other things, like early in the morning or late in the evenings. So those were well worth a purchase. I do use them a lot. The second thing that I've been not recently, but I bought them probably around the time quarantine hit and I kind of wanted to reorganize my kitchen, are those OXO containers. Like, I've bought a couple bake sets that come with like the scoops that attach to the lids, and there's other various small ones, but I love them for storing my baking ingredients and then other ingredients that I use all the time, like chia seeds or coffee grounds. They just seal really nice. They're great containers, easy to open, and you can clean them in the dishwasher, which is always a plus. To kind of go with that, I also purchased off Amazon a packet of labels to go on those containers. You got so many in there. There were so many choices to choose from. I have barely made a dent in them. But they stick very well. They're clear with the black lettering. Honestly, if I had a Cricut, I'd make my own, but I don't have a Cricut. So these were the next best thing for me to be able to put some labels on stuff, and that was well worth the purchase as well for the amount you got. And then the last thing in my kitchen that I really do love is a Lazy Susan that I purchased that I put in like where my cooking oils and stuff are. It's perfect in that cupboard because it takes up less, I don't want to say it takes up less space, but because I can put stuff on it in a circular motion, I can move it around to see what's on it and kind of put to the front the things that I use on a regular basis, but still have easy access to the things behind, so you're not knocking things over. So I definitely love that. Next are just a few necessity items that I do purchase frequently off of Amazon. First off would be batteries. Batteries are so inexpensive on Amazon for the Amazon brand, and they honestly work very well. And you can get them in large quantities very cheap, so that's been nice to be able to stock up on batteries for different things like smoke detectors and remotes, and I have tons of battery operated lights that I use for different holidays, so it's been great having a lot of extra batteries. And then the second thing for necessities would be things like laundry soap, dishwasher soap, those kind of things. They're actually a lot cheaper than buying them in the store, and you can get them in larger quantities, so it's nice to be able to buy it and then have it for like a month to 2 months and not have to keep repurchasing it, so that's always been nice. Next we're going to talk about one clothing item that I do have. It's like the Bayleaf, I think is the brand, like biker shorts. I bought these a couple years ago for 5Ks when I was doing them because it gets so hot down here in the summer that it was kind of unbearable to run in like capri pants. So it came in nice to get those biker shorts, and they have pockets in the side, which is great to put your cell phone when you're running and stuff. But they're also not so uncomfortable that you could actually wear them for just lounging around in as well. So I want to talk about a couple things that I do use for work. So for work, off of Amazon, I bought a screen riser for my computer for work, and I love it because it's big enough that I can put like my keyboard underneath it and my mouse, so I can store it away if I want to use my desk for other things. But it also brings my screen up just enough so it's more eye level with me when I'm sitting there. And then the second thing is blue light glasses. I bought them for work just to try it, and honestly I was so impressed. Like, I barely get headaches like I used to. My eyes don't feel tired and fatigued at the end of the day. And Amazon, they're really inexpensive. Like I think one of the sets I got, and I'm not going to link these because there's so many different sets that you can get off there, but one set I purchased was like $16.99 and you got 4 different pairs that were different like frame colors. So it's well worth it to purchase it off of Amazon. And then the last thing will be a couple home decor type things. The first thing was patio chairs. I recently bought a set of 4, I think they called them like restaurant patio chairs. So I got 4 of those for the summer to use like for outdoor eating and stuff like that when I have company. That was only like $100 for a set of 4, and they're pretty decent quality, so they should hold up better than some of the other ones I've bought in the past, that they do those mesh things and then they kind of shred and start to fall apart. So these ones are real nice. They're like a woven kind of, I don't know what to say, plastic, but it's kind of like plastic and in metal legs. The last thing are pillow covers. I think I've talked about this around the holidays. Like I'm obsessed with pillows, different holiday pillows for my living room, my bedrooms. And I had to kind of put my foot down and stop buying pillows because I was running out of storage space. I don't have a lot to begin with. So I started looking for pillow covers, and I can just put them over pillows that I would normally have out instead of having to put them away and put new ones out. So Amazon's a great place to find pillow covers for almost anything you want. They're not crazy expensive. I will say the quality isn't like superb. Like the ones that I'm showing kind of started to rip a little bit at the zipper, but I think part of that was because I mismeasured the pillows. So I think if you got them to the right size so they're not tight, they probably would hold up a little bit better. But they're all washable, so you can throw them in the laundry, which is great to keep them clean. So yeah, that was the last thing, but I hope you enjoyed getting a little view of some of the favorite things I found off Amazon. And if you like this video, maybe I'll do some more because I do buy a lot of stuff off of Amazon. But I hope everybody has a blessed day.